So I'm Essma Imady. This is my show, Thicker Than Water. The premise of the show was how to explain war to a child, in an attempt to kind of parse out how these concepts have been formulated for them and passed on to them really from their parents. Especially since this was something I had been meditating on myself as a mother with a Syrian daughter who has never been to Syria, and it may be many, many years before she gets that opportunity. In 2017, I got a grant through the Jerome Travel and Study program to go to Istanbul, and I just completely focused on interviewing children. I had all this footage of children speaking to me and telling their stories, who've been through extreme circumstance due to things like war, migration. And what I ended up doing is I picked 16 of the videos showing simultaneously, and then in this separate room have 16 objects. I also wanted the objects to speak to the footage and for there to be a conversation of sorts. The object that I kind of wanted to address this was my comfort object. It's a large teddy bear. I've taken out the stuffing and instead I've weighted it down with a parent's weight in lead. And another thing here is the choice of material. Lead lead pellets are very much connected with guns and war. It's a poisonous material. It's a harsh metal. We had to create a border for this teddy bear so that no child comes and touches it because it's full of lead. Another really important event that kind of shaped this show was after I had interviewed those children, and I returned to Minnesota and I was working on this footage, and the show was to go up in March, and that January one of the children that I had interviewed passed away. It was very, very sad and upsetting, and of course it changed the footage I had of her, because this footage I had of her was hopeful footage. She talked to me about her dreams. She wanted to be a hairstylist. We then activated that space with a performance where we brought in a hairdresser, and I had her come up with a hairstyle that was unique and was specifically called Mace, after the young girl. And then I invited people after they got this hairstyle, if you would like to share a dream with me or the memory of somebody who had passed, you're welcome to do so. And then there's this piece that I'm sitting in front of. This piece was made also in reaction to the passing of Mace. It's very literally called Fragile, and it's immobile. There's these glass droplets suspended from it, and underneath there are a couple of shattered droplets and glass birds. Again, the birds referencing the birds of heaven, the death of children. So what I really want people to come away with, rather than a message or a didactic or my point of view, is rather a seed of something more, something that can grow into more. And I use that terminology because I shy away from simply using the word empathy, which is a fleeting emotion, which we experience a lot through our day, that doesn't necessarily always lead to much, but a seed of empathy can perhaps grow into something stable and fruitful within us, and an understanding perhaps of a connection through suffering or through our very raw humanness, our ability to lose so much and to hold on to so much hope in the face of that, in the face of tragedy and loss, and really asking people maybe to listen.